Election 2011 coverage on Manx Radio.
Well, today in the chair, David John Quirk, who's 58. I'm right in saying that. Good. Educated in the island. I have to, sometimes the information is a little out of date, that's why I query that occasionally. I want to get it right. Educated in the island, a plumbing and heating engineer. Also worked for Douglas Corporation. An Onchan commissioner for, well, we actually about 20 years, was it?
Well, it was about 17 towards 18 years.
17 to 18 years before being elected as one of the 3 Onchan members.
Yes.
He then went into the transport department with drainage responsibility for the highways. He was in ag and fish for 2 years, trade and industry, education and children, and now in infrastructure. Can I just throw a quote of yours at you from earlier this year? I feel there's a lot more to do. The second time around I can really make the difference. You've had 5 years. What have you been doing?
Well, I've passed 2 bills actually, private members' bills. One was to do with the reduction in the local authority in Onchan down to their current 7 members, and also to one of the bills which, when I was canvassing in 2006, there was a certain number of people in the area asked me to help them out with a safeguarding bill for children.
Is that a lot for 5 years? I mean, obviously you were a commissioner for 16, 17 years. You would have thought you'd hit the ground running and be throwing bills everywhere.
Yes, it did take me a couple of while before I'd call the president, stop calling him chairman.
Why was that?
No, what I'm saying, John, is I've made a difference and positive contribution to the island's life, the community itself, industry.
How have you done that?
By supporting things that have been coming forward, the new Birmingham school. We've had housing in Onchan. That was
but that was going to happen anyway, Birmingham.
Well, it needed to be supported and pushed through. The Birmingham school, you know yourself, the chequered career that's had.
Yeah, but I think...
And the members of the House got behind it, supported the current minister at the time, which was Mrs. Crane, and we've delivered it, and it'll be on stream 2012.
You also, amongst other things, in the past, you were on the Richmond Hill Consultative Committee, weren't you?
In a previous,
previous life. Was that before its present shape and form?
It's probably lost its way, I would think, and it needs to be restructured. Like a lot of these quangos that government do have, we need to take them out of the box sometime and shake them a little bit and see if they're fit for purpose. I've
spoken to 1 or 2 of your constituency voters, and they've said, well, every time I talk to Mr. Quirk, he seems keen on talking about Onchan Football Club. You think that's fair?
Well, there's no secret I'm president of the football club. That's in my declaration.
I'm very keen on getting it to its move.
Yes, we're still hoping, and shortly we'll have another planning application which will start to run regarding a facility where we can have a home for the.
But are you too occupied with that?
No. It does take a part, but I do have a social life as well. All politicians do. That's one of the people that know me in Onchan know that I'm committed to the community, committed to the island, and committed to supporting the community. What
about housing? In a past life you suggested the government should acquire land in Onchan for reasonably priced housing. Is there...
Yeah, we did it at Ridgeway Road, and that was one of the schemes we actually pushed through.
Is that enough, though?
It's probably not enough, but there will be coming forward in 2012 the actual Eastern Plan, which will cover the main conurbations, the likes of Douglas, Onchan, Braddon, Laxey, Lon and Santon. So that's going to be one of the largest conurbations coming forward.
Well, one of the key sites in Onchan as far as sport is concerned is obviously what we call Onchan Stadium, the Niverson Stadium. Yeah. Not a lot has happened there.
I was disappointed really at the commissioners, and at the end of the day it's the commissioners' decision to do things.
But you've got the clout as an MHK, haven't you?
Well, we can't order the commissioners to do things. What we can do is suggest to the commissioners that something should happen. I was really disappointed that it never became a national stadium for cycling.
Is that the end of it then? I mean,
it is as far as the way it's been developed now. There's a plan which is it can't be reversed.
Well, in your manifesto, would you be looking to actually develop that? Because it's a great site up there.
It is. They are developing little things round about, different activities and such. But one of the other issues I want to try and do in the constituent too is the block we've got on the coast here is some land. Government needs to bite the bullet and do something now.
You suggested government offices there.
Well,
is that practical?
Yes, it is practical.
You wouldn't be able to get there when the big seas are running.
No. If anybody knows, Summerland was never closed. I think it may have been closed once when water went into the cellar, or the number of years it was there. It's a fine spot. The government do own it, and we need to do something about it.
And you'd see that as a priority in the next 5 years if you're elected?
It is certainly a priority because we want to make sure, and I think the only way it can be done at the minute is government doing it ourselves. Actually raking the cliff face down and starting it.
Recycling, what is happening up in Onchan?
I don't know.
I mean, you're keen on recycling, yeah?
I've really lost the plot with the commissioners on recycling.
Is there a gap between you and the commissioners? Is there enough communication?
A gap? Oh, I communicate with the commissioners regularly. It may be on a formal channel, which sometimes you have to do, have meetings. I was disappointed at the beginning of the term of my election We were having regular meetings, but we seem to have slided away, and that's by probably mutual agreement. How can you persuade individuals who are not even prepared to listen?
Just quickly, the streets, the pavements in Lower Onchan have been criticised. What's happening there?
There is a programme within the department. That's the
You're in infrastructure, aren't you?
Yeah, but I can't influence the way things are done.
Why not?
I can't.
Is that not what you're there for?
It's well, no. What I can do is bring up the issues regarding items in and around Onchan. But at the end of the day, I'm there as a national politician as well as a local politician too.
Mr. Quirk, thanks for joining us
Thank
this
you,
morning.
John.
David Quirk, standing in the constituency of Onchan. It's 8 o'clock.